Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Chris, your crazy nurse RN. For today's video, we will be discussing about nurse to patient ratio in nursing leadership. So this is one of the suggestions of our subscriber who commented on our videos and post. Her name is Cricket. So thank you so much, Cricket, for doing this. And also, guys, I highly encourage all of you to make your comment and suggestions whatever you wanted to, because in that way we will be able to discuss more topics here in our videos and also for you to benefit and learn from it. So thank you so much guys for your patronage and for your support in this channel. Thank you so much. Wow! So let's get into this. So this video has two parts. The first part that we will be discussing now is about nursing care hours per patient day. The second part, which we will be discussing on my next video, that will be more on staffing based on patient's acuity. So for now, we will be focusing our attention on nursing care hours per patient day. So just a little background guys about this topic. It is based on the total number of hours of all nursing staff working in a day over the total census for that particular day. So that means we will be dealing here with numbers and statistics. So I would say that this kind of staffing is based on calculations, based on the numbers. It's more objective than subjective, because what we're looking into here is how many nurses should be working in that particular number of census or number of patients that we have in our unit. So it is not based on patients' acuity. But anyhow, most of hospitals and facilities here in the US usually use this nursing care hours per patient day for them to see if they were overstaffed or understaffed on that particular day. And this is being calculated retrospectively. That means it has been done already. It can be used for future references. So what we are actually solving right now is based on the staffing that was done yesterday. So that means the result of this calculation will be used in future references, and also made us a reminder that hey, next time we need to improve more on our staffing. Usually hospitals solve this per year so that they will able to make decisions and policies based on the results that they have. So if they think that the result needs to be improved, say they have to change more of their staffing strategies, and also they will able to change their policies as well. But if the staffing that was calculated a year ago is good, so they might continue their staffing and it will able to monitor how is it going for the next year. So basically it will just serve as a reference for you to improve and to sustain if it's good in the future. So what are we waiting for? So let's dig into this. So I made a lecture video for these for all of you. So here it is. So guys, I made a PowerPoint presentation for you on how to calculate nursing care hours per patient day, or also known as your NCH PPD. And also, I turn off my camera in here for me not to be distracted while I'm discussing this concept to you. I know that this concept or topic is a bit confusing and it needs more focus and concentration. So by way of doing that, I would be able to discuss it fully to you all. You might be asking yourself, what is this nursing care hours per patient day, or your NCH PPD? So according to American Nurses Association, it is the number of productive hours worked by nursing staff, may it be an RN, LPN, LVN, and CNA or PCT, We direct patient care responsibilities per patient day for each inpatient unit in a calendar month. Also, its purpose is to promote patient safety by way of making sure that the unit is not understaffed or overstaffed. In order to make it more objective and quantifiable, so we have a formula here to follow. So this is your NCH-PPD formula. So it says here that it is the nursing hours worked in 24 hours over patient census. So basically, what we need here is the total number of hours of all staff in 24 hours, then the current patient census. And that way we will be able to solve for our NCH-PPD. So in order for us to fully understand this concept, I have prepared a sample calculation for us to practice. So the situation says the patient census at midnight is 30. The number of NCH-PPD is 6. So our target number is 6. That means 6 nursing hours per patient per day. So that is our target. So the question is the unit within their allocated NCH-PPD? So we have to figure it out. So I have here a table that has shift, staff, number of hours, and the total number of hours. So first we have here shift. So usually we have day shift and night shift. Day shift starts from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and night shift starts at 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. For day shift, we have 3 RNs, 2 LPNs or LVN, 3 CNA or PCT. For night shift, we have 2 RNs, 2 LPNs or LVNs, and 3 CNA or PCT. So each staff should render 12 hours work. So here are the total number of hours. So basically, we need to just multiply 3 times 12, that's 36. 2 times 12, that's 24. 3 times 12, that's 36. So the total of hours worked by our 15 staff in 24 hours is 180 hours. So we have now our total number of hours in 24 hours. So now let us use our formula to compute for our NCH-PPD. And remember, our goal is 6 nursing care hours per patient day. Please take note of that. Now let's compute. So here is our formula. Nursing hours worked in 24 hours over patient census. So these are the figures that we have established from our table. So we have 180 total nursing hours in 24 hours for 15 staff that we have over 30 census. So the answer here is 6 nursing hours per patient day. So this means that each patient is getting 6 hours of nursing care per day. And also, we have established that we got our target result for our NCH-PPD. But take note, if the answer is 6.2, 6.3, 6.5, it is still acceptable, or even 5.5, 5.6, or 5.7, that is still acceptable. Make sure that it is not like a point higher or a point lower. Like for example, 5 and below or 7 and above, those are not good numbers. So as much as possible, it should be closer to 6. So you might be wondering, what are the implications of this on staffing? So, if we base on our result, if it is more than 6 nursing care hours per patient day, that means we are overstaffed. There are more people working than what it is needed. And that also means that the facility or the hospital is losing more money. So hospitals pay more. So remember that hospitals, healthcare institutions are also business. So we work in a budget. So we make sure that we are within the budget, and also we are paying what is just enough for the census that we have. And also, what happened if we have less than 6 nursing care hours per patient day? So that means we are understaffed. So we have more patients to take care than the ones that are working, like nurses. So this would lead to burnout for staff and also low quality of work. And it would compromise patient safety. So it will lead to unsafe practice. So that is why it is very important for us to actually solve our nursing care hours per patient day, because this is one tool for us to actually make sure that we are not overstaffed or not understaffed, because our main priority here is to render safe and quality care to our patients. These things are really important for us to observe. So it is not just because our facility or hospital are saving or they are heading towards bankruptcy and they just wanted to save more money. It's not that. I think this is my last slide, and I hope that you learned something today. Please don't forget also to watch the other video with regards to staffing. On that video, it discusses more on patients' acuity and staffing. So I think it would be more helpful for those nurses who work at the bedside, and also for those who are working as nursing supervisors and charge nurses, for them to understand which is best to follow with regards to staffing challenges. So again, guys, thank you so much. This is Chris, your Crazy Nurse RN, signing off.